45%. That's how much the calls to the Suicide Prevention Lifeline rose after the government made it a little easier just to find help. In August, the three-digit number 988, it went live. It's a 911 of sorts for those who are dealing with a mental health crisis. And now, with the stroke of Governor Newsom's pen, the state will provide sustained funding for 988 crisis centers. And that's the topic of tonight's main point. And 2 shows us how the system is working.
Being heard and seen. Angelina Hinojosa knows just how important that is for someone in need of support because she has been in those dark moments before.
In today's society, you don't see a lot of people that look like you, so it's easy to get lost in the wrong crowds.
As a Native youth, she says she leaned on her tribe, the Pinot Pomo Nation.
Culture is what grounds me, whether it's praying or, going to ceremony on the weekends or talking to my elders. That's the way that I came back.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death of Native American youth between the ages of 10 and 20, according to the Sacramento Native American Health Center. It's a startling statistic within a disturbing national trend. Suicide rates in the United States increased 30% between 2000 and 2018. It is the 12th leading cause of death for Americans.
Are you having thoughts of suicide today?
There's always a listening ear. If you can't turn to a friend or a family member, call 988 24 hours a day. We're there to listen. We won't judge. We'll be there to help.
The 988 number launched in July, and in the weeks that followed, the Lifeline saw a more than 40% increase in calls, both nationally and locally, according to WellSpace Health, which participates in the Lifeline in the Sacramento area. Chief Programs Officer Christy Gonzalez says it's a good thing. Crisis counselors are more easily accessible.
Folks with suicidal thoughts or in a mental health crisis have always been there. It's just that there was no easy way to know how to pick up the phone and get that call.
The federal government says the average speed to answer calls through 988 has dropped to 42 seconds. Gonzalez expects crisis centers will be able to help even more people learn about 988, and state funding keeps the Lifeline running.
I hope that everyone can remember 3 digits, 988. It really is that easy.
And advocates say they hope 988 will be as common as 911. As WellSpace put it, everyone knows 911, but who really does know the local police emergency phone number? So this lifeline is meant to connect people to resources and counselors before it escalates into a very serious emergency. Gonzalez says 90% of calls to the lifeline are resolved within 30 minutes. People really, Alex, just need that safe space to be heard.
Yeah, and I think it's really important for people to know that if they are going through this, they are not going through it alone.
Absolutely, and communities will be making this point tomorrow across the country, including in Sacramento, starting tomorrow morning at the Capitol steps. This is the Out of Darkness Community Walks, and this is the information that you'll see on your screen if you want to participate. It is an opportunity to acknowledge the ways in which suicide and mental health conditions have affected people's lives and to remember those who were lost. The hope here really is to change the culture and how we talk about mental health, and the goal is to prevent these suicides.
Yeah, don't forget the number is 988.